When I took the night shift security job, I thought it would be easy money. Quiet building, empty halls, just me and the cameras. I was wrong. I lasted 4 nights. And what happened on the 4th night still doesn't make sense. Night 1. The building was a 12-story office complex on the edge of town. Glass exterior, polished floors, modern security system. After 9 p.m., everyone left. My job was simple: monitor cameras, do hourly patrols, make sure no one broke in. The supervisor gave me one strange instruction before leaving. Don't worry about the 12th floor. It's closed for renovations. That was it. No explanation. I didn't question it. The first night was quiet. Too quiet. The building had that strange echo you only notice when you're completely alone. Air vents humming, distant ticking sounds, the occasional settling of metal and glass. At 2:17 a.m., one of the cameras flickered. Camera 12F East Hall, the 12th floor. I leaned forward. The screen went static for 3 seconds, then returned to normal. Empty hallway. I told myself it was just a connection glitch. It was an old building after all. The rest of the night passed without incident. Or at least, that's what I thought. Night 2. The second night started normally. Around 1:40 a.m., I heard the elevator move. That wasn't unusual. The system sometimes reset itself overnight. I checked the panel. It was going up. Floor 3, 4, 5. Then it stopped at 12, the closed floor. I stared at the monitor. The elevator doors opened. Camera 12F elevator showed an empty hallway. No one stepped out. After 30 seconds, the doors closed again. The elevator came back down to the lobby on its own. I told myself it was a system error, but something felt off. At 3:03 a.m., camera 12F East flickered again. This time, it didn't go fully static. It blurred, like something passed too close to the lens. I rewound the footage, frame by frame. Nothing. Just an empty corridor. I didn't report it. I didn't want to look paranoid. Night 3. That's when things changed. At 12:58 a.m., I began my routine patrol. Everything was normal up to the 11th floor. When I reached the stairwell leading to 12, I noticed something strange. The door was slightly open. It was never open. I was specifically told that floor was locked. My first thought was maintenance. Maybe someone forgot to secure it. I pushed the door open. The 12th floor lights were off. Only the emergency exit signs glowed red. The air felt colder. Not dramatically, just enough to notice. The hallway stretched ahead of me. Unfinished drywall, plastic sheets covering doorways. I stepped inside. The floor creaked. I took maybe 10 steps. That's when I heard it. A soft sound, like a foot dragging against the ground. Behind me. I turned instantly. Nothing. Just the red glow of the stairwell door. I told myself it was the building settling, but then I realized something. The door behind me had closed. I was sure I hadn't pulled it shut. I walked back and grabbed the handle. It wouldn't open. I felt my chest tighten. I tried again. Locked. My radio crackled. Static. Just static. Then, for half a second, I heard something through it. A whisper. It sounded like my own voice, saying my name. The radio cut out completely, and the stairwell door suddenly clicked open. Just like that. I didn't finish the patrol. I went back to the lobby and stayed there until morning. I didn't check the 12th floor cameras again that night. Night 4. I should have quit, but I didn't. I told myself I imagined it. Lack of sleep, stress, isolation. Night 4 started quietly. Too quietly. At 1:12 a.m., all cameras went black. Every single one. The monitors didn't lose power. They just displayed darkness. No error messages, just black. After about 10 seconds, they came back online. Every camera feed returned, except one. Camera 12F East Hall. Instead of a hallway, it showed the security desk. My desk. The same angle as the lobby camera, but from above, like it was mounted in the ceiling. I felt cold all over, because on that screen, I was sitting at the desk, watching the monitors, but I was still in the desk chair, watching that very screen. The version of me on the camera wasn't moving, just sitting there, head slightly tilted, looking directly at the lens. At 1:13 a.m., the version of me smiled. I didn't. I swear I didn't. The screen glitched violently, then switched back to the empty 12th floor hallway. I spun around in the lobby. There was no camera above me. There never had been. I checked the camera logs. There was no registered device labeled 12F East active at that moment. But I had just seen it. Clear as day, my radio turned on by itself. No static this time. Just breathing. Slow. Measured. And then, my own voice again. You're still here. The elevator dinged. I looked up. It was coming down. From the 12th floor. Floor 11, 10, 9. I backed away from the desk. The elevator reached the lobby. The doors opened. It was empty. But the air that came out of it felt wrong. Heavy. Like walking into a room where someone had just been standing too close behind you. I didn't step inside. The doors stayed open for a full minute, then slowly began to close. Just before they shut, I saw something inside. A reflection. But it wasn't mine. It was someone standing behind me. Tall. Unnaturally still. I turned around immediately. Nothing. The lobby was empty. When I looked back at the elevator, the doors were already closed. The display read, like it had never come down at all. I didn't finish the shift. I grabbed my things and left. The next morning, I came back with the supervisor. I told him everything. He looked annoyed. Not surprised, just annoyed. We reviewed the footage from night 4. The camera blackout? Didn't exist. According to the system logs, nothing happened. The elevator never left the ground floor. Camera 12F East never switched feeds. Everything was normal, except for one thing. At 1:13 a.m., lobby camera 01 recorded something. Me, sitting at the desk, smiling, at nothing, for exactly 7 seconds, then going back to normal. I don't remember smiling. I don't remember standing still. But the timestamp matched the moment I saw the other version of myself. I quit immediately. The supervisor didn't argue. He just said, "You're not the first." A week later, I drove past the building. The 12th floor lights were on, bright. No plastic sheets, no renovation signs, just normal offices. I checked the company website later that night. There was no record of any renovations, no closed floor, nothing about 12 ever being restricted. I tried calling the supervisor. The number was disconnected. The job listing had disappeared. The building still stands. 12 floors, glass exterior, modern security system. And sometimes, when I wake up in the middle of the night, I swear I can hear my radio crackling, and my own voice asking, "Why did you leave?"